Hi Pumpkinheads, welcome back. Sorry I've been gone so long. Sorry about that. Um in today's video I am going to show you these DVDs of some of my favorite cartoons I watched growing up as a kid and ones that I don't have on DVD. So let's start with Invader Zim. This says complete invasion. This is the box set. I bought this offline. This was a show I grew up watching as a kid. You can see, look. There's Dib. There's Gur. There's Gaz and Zim. This was one of the greatest shows ever. So here's the first disc right here, and I think I have this as a shirt. I'm not sure. This is Volume 1, Doom, Doom, Doom. Nickelodeon. I'm not gonna open all the cases, but and then Invader Zim, Volume 2. And then we've got Invader Zim, Volume 3, Horrible Holiday Cheer. I remember this. And then we have All Real Monsters, the complete series. I loved this show growing up. Yeah. I always thought Ickis was the cutest out of them. There's Ickis, he's adorable. And see, he's just so cute. I really want a plush of Ickis. Obelina right there. I have like a minifigure of her. Then you got Crumb right here. And then Obelina. But this was a great show. Next is another great show that I grew up watching, and that is The Angry Beavers, the complete series. Oh, I need to rewatch this. I loved this. This was one of those shows that it was just so funny. And the voice actor who voices the character here, Daggett, also voices Zim in Invader Zim. Right there. Another great show. Danny Phantom, the complete series. I love Danny Phantom. This was a show I also grew up watching. See, cartoons from the 90s and the early to mid 2000s were great cartoons. The cartoons they have nowadays they're not that good. I also grew up watching a regular show, and I love that show. That and Tough Puppy. always thought this was one of the greatest shows as well. Next is Courage the Cowardly Dog, the complete series of the Cartoon Network Hall of Fame. All 52 episodes. There's Eustace and Muriel with Courage. Little slip cover. It's the same. I'll just flip through real quick. I said I wasn't going to do all of them, but apparently I am. But Courage was one of those shows. It was so good. It was good and terrifying in one. There was a lot of episodes from Courage that scared me when I was a kid, and they kind of do still scare me, even now as a 32-year-old adult woman. It still scares me, but I watch it. But I love this. And next is Ed, Edd and Eddy. I loved this show. I still do. There they are. They're the Canker sisters tying up Kevin. I cannot stand Kevin or Sarah or anything. They're bullies, they're mean. I love the Eds. They're fun. They're cool. I do want to get the Ed, Edd and Eddy Big Picture Show movie. I don't have it. And a lot of these cartoons, they are really hard to find on DVD. And if you go online, if you go on eBay and buy them, they're rare and hard to find, and people are selling them for hundreds of dollars. So yeah. Next is Nick Picks 5. And I love a lot. All the shows on here I have watched. Like Mr. Meaty. It's a show from the early 2000s. It was these two puppets, Josh and Parker. It's really disturbing, and yeah, it didn't last long. But the DVD release is I can only find one copy of it on eBay, but they're selling it for, I believe, like $90 or whatever. I'm not paying that, so it's rare. I still love the show though. And then of course, SpongeBob SquarePants. If you grew up in the 90s and 2000s, you probably have watched SpongeBob. I still watch SpongeBob, okay? My Life as a Teenage Robot. I love this show. And then we got Cat Scratch. One of those shows that not really many people remember. Same with Chalk Zone. I love that. I forget this show right here. We got Danny Phantom. And then you got Jimmy Neutron. I watched Jimmy Neutron a lot growing up. SpongeBob SquarePants, Mr. Meaty, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, Danny Phantom, My Life as a Teenage Robot, The X's, okay, and then Cat Scratch. Not many people remember some of these. Next is, 4 Kids' Favorites, the Hall of Fame Collection Volume 3, Cartoon Network. And this has Dexter's Laboratory, Codename Kids Next Door, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and Ed, Edd and Eddy. Now, I grew up watching all 4 of these, and I still love these. It's really hard to get the DVD like the DVDs of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. They're rare and they're going for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on eBay. I can't afford that. But yes. I grew up watching these shows here. See? My stomach is growling. I gotta eat something. But I grew up watching these shows and I love them so much. Next, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. One of my favorite shows I grew up watching. Next is Chowder from Cartoon Network. This is volume 1 and 2. And I loved this show. It's really hard. I don't have volume 3, so. But I loved this show growing up. That and Uncle Grandpa and Regular Show. What else? Johnny Test. Yeah, I love Johnny Test. Great show. Next is the Looney Tunes show. I love this show. I do. This right here is season 1, volume 2. And then this is season 1, volume 1. So, yes. Daffy is, well, Daffy. Of course. It's an avalanche of movies falling. No. I love the original Looney Tunes, not just like the ones from the 2000s. I mean the original Looney Tunes I love as well. Next is But Ugly Martians. Best of the Bad Guys. Now, this show came out in, I believe, 2001. I could be wrong, but I loved this show so much. I think the show was meant for boys, but I loved it though. And I remember getting all 3 figures of the Martians from Kmart. I have them. I don't know what happened to my original figures, but I did order them off eBay, reordered the ones. You get it. But yeah. This show, not many people remember this. Next is My Life as a Teenage Robot Season 2. DVDs like this are really rare and hard to find, and they do go for a pretty good bit of money. But I love this show. Next was Cartoon Network. Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi. This show I loved as a kid. Loved it. This show is really hard to find. I bought it off of eBay. A lot of these I bought, all of these I bought from eBay. Then this is the disc. And last but not least, Good Burger with Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell. Anybody remember the movie Good Burger here? Oh, I love this movie. So nostalgic to me. Also, rest in peace to the actor who played Kurt in this. The actor who played Kurt passed away, so rest in peace to him. But yeah, I also grew up watching Zoe 101, Kenan and Kel, The Amanda Show, All That, the original All That, Drake and Josh. I grew up watching all of those shows. But yes, that is the movies that like a lot of my favorite like a lot of my favorite cartoons from the 90s, 2000s I grew up watching. I hope y'all love this video. And I'll be coming back with a second video, so stay tuned. Love you guys.